up YouTube? I don't know what's gone with the colour in here. It was all like gloomy as hell. So just before I start recording, I've got my little heater on there, so those that have watched previous videos from probably last year or whatever, you'll notice there's a weird glow that comes across. I'm not the anti-cross or anything like that, it's just the heater. Yeah, I'm a bit grubbed up. I've been, not gunned up. Feel a bit icky, but I thought, fuck it, it's only going to be a relative, well, famous last words, relatively quick one. Been having to sort through in here a little bit, just trying to fit it back, here, there and everywhere. Different bits and bobs. So looking to do a few more trades, I think, with a few shops. So yeah, just having to think on different collections, etc. What really want to keep, what I don't want to keep. It's a few nice bits in CX. I might be interested in PS3 titles. So just trying to work out what I'm, where I'm going a little bit with it, with the collection. Which I mentioned before, always evolving. Don't think it's a bad thing at all. I hope everyone is doing okay anyway. In fact, absolute fucking been pelted by some mad wind and rain. I've got some pictures because I'm at obviously the conservatory. I heard this massive bang crash or whatever. I thought, oh, the fucking wheelie bins have gone over again, haven't they? Something like that. And then about 10 minutes later, a daughter comes in. She went, "Dad, we've got a bit of a problem." I was like, "What?" She went, "The eucalyptus trees fell over." I was like, "What?" So I don't know if I mentioned this. I've been doing a bit in the garden, basically like levelling it all off and just getting rid of all the crap. Just gonna have a lawn. I'm not green fingered, just want a lawn. And obviously it was thinning back, but there's a few trees, smallish sort of trees. Took them down. There was a eucalyptus tree, there's an oak tree. I think that was it that was left. But essentially, the way the eucalyptus, because it was on a raised hill, like the garden was like raised all the corner up, I'd sort of dug around it but left it, it was all there, but clearly nature has taken its toll and it's done what I couldn't do, which is basically take it out right from the fucking roots. I put some pictures in, you can see it, and fortuitously enough, it fell the right way, which the wife pointed out, because it could have easily gone over and nailed next door's fence and stuff. So there we go. Now I've got to get rid of that fucker. Anyone want some eucalyptus firewood? Point blank, in the last arcade club video, I was completely frazzled. Talking about Phil being incarcerated, reincarnated. Not for Cosmo Gang, it's Point Blank that Shocked was playing. I make no excuses, honestly I don't. So yeah, I've had a bit of a weird day today, a bit of a weird morning. I say popped up the town, did a few jobs, etc, etc. Come back, thought, I'm gonna have a sort through. I may go back up to CX tomorrow morning with a few bits. Just more PS2. I think I mentioned I sorted the PS2 titles out, and bizarrely they'd left like, I think, from Y to Z or Y to Z out. So there's a few games there like World Rally Championship, odds and sods that I might fire in there and get a bit more credit. Just get these couple. There was 2 PS3 games that I'd seen straight off the bat that hadn't been in there before. Yeah, I could probably order them online. I've got some sort of online credit, if you like, in terms of emails. But I can see in there, one of them's like a cardboard case, so it'd be quite nice just to be able to obviously go there and just get it, check it, rather than order it online. There's a long way around explaining that, I do apologise. Right, talking of, no actually, we won't be talking CX at the minute. Let's talk charity shop. I ain't found anything in charity shops of late other than this one, which is from one that I sort of frequented. I was doing really well out of it when I knew the manager there. He swapped hands that many times. Obviously I've got no real rapport with this particular manager, but when she's not there, the staff that remember it still let me have a mooch out the back, etc. So a couple of PS1 titles that he had, only one that I was really interested in. Unfortunately the woman standing in did that thing where they count the discs. Oh, how many discs is it? I mean, normally it's like 95p, £1 a game, Because it's 3 discs, he said £1.50. I was like, okay, fine. But it's the Help charity Help compilation, which is like a charity thing. So it's got 3 games on it: Broken Sword, Road Rash, and Mist. I think I'm pretty sure I've got this. It has got some pen on it, but just there on each disc. But I'm pretty sure a bit of alcohol will get that off. Yeah, HTH. Don't know who that is. Yeah. So I thought for 150, it's not one I've seen very often. Pretty good trade fodder if nothing else. So I grabbed that. Oh. Well, that's what I was going to say. Can't remember. It'll come to me. Off of eBay. This took a while to come from. I think this is only from France, you know. What was the other one that I got? Evolution Wheels. That come from Holland. I ordered that, I think, a day before this, and this took an extra week for France. I'd actually raised a case, and it come a day or 2 after I'd raised the issue, the case, and it is Naruto on the Cube, Clash of Ninja, European version. So this is the game that I'd sort of seen in Console Passion for about 30 quid, which in hindsight was a really good price, and I should have grabbed it. This, although it is the European version and it's PAL, it's still the PAL. Again, I think I've mentioned this before, for those that may or may not have been listening or care. Essentially, the Cube European versions come in a couple of different flavours. Well, the PAL versions come in a lot of different flavours. So this is basically just a French version of said game. So a lot of them, I think it's only real. Germany definitely has its own one. There's a few French ones that are French and Belgium and stuff like that. And Portuguese. I think the Portuguese ones are always Portuguese and English. But this is just literally the French version. So unless you're well versed in French, it's not going to be a great deal to you. Yeah, and you can tell because in terms of the manual, it will just say it in. It says, "Go on, you fucker." Just say it in French. But it'll play in English. Which will do for the minute. You know, if nothing else, disc's alright. A few little dinks on it. But I paid something like 12 quid posted it was. So less than half price. It still counts, it's still PAL, it still plays in English, yes. You know, like I said before, the back cover, which you don't really see on the shelf, only you see the spine, that's all in English. Manual's not in English. Really, we're gamers, we're blokes, we don't really read the manuals, do we? Let's be honest. Unless we really have to. But it'll do. It's a make weight. If nothing else, if another one pops up at the right price, I'll grab it. No problem. So sticking with Cube, bit of CX. I kind of got this, but not in this variant, so I was a little bit cheeky, a little bit naughty, and I added it in. Because I've got this particular game. Actually, I'm double checking myself now. Shit. I'm pretty sure I've got this, but it's part of another game. I'm trying to think what it is, what it comes with. And I should know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Long story short, I've got it. It's in fucking great condition. It's the Pokebox. Pokemon box, Ruby and Sapphire. So again, as it suggests there, it was a promo. It doesn't come with a memory card. I'm not too fussed. It's absolutely spankaruno. So well happy with that. I want to say Mario Kart, but I don't think it is Mario Kart. Is it a version of Pokemon? It's a version of Pokemon Colosseum. That's what comes with this. There's a version of Pokemon Colosseum 2-disc job, and it comes in that. So I kind of cheekily added it in, but I've got it now. I don't think that is. Or is it? Is this classed as I think it is classed as one of the games. There's a few like that because there's debate on the Star Wars, isn't there? There's a Star Wars sort of demo promo. and it was a game exclusive, I think, but it's a different level, or a couple of levels. A lot of people are, some people can, some people don't get it. I haven't got it yet, or as of yet. And a little cheeky one, when I was looking for Pokemon, I seen this game and I thought, I ain't fucking leaving that there. Snapped it up. Unfortunately, it is missing the manual, which is a bit of a bummer, but I've got it, and I've got it just basically just to move on, in whatever form that may take, be it trade or stick it on eBay. You know, eBay, yeah, okay, but do you know what? It'll fetch a few quid, if nothing else. So it is a shame it hasn't got the manual, but it's Zelda Four Swords. Disc is fine. Disc's absolutely fucking, yeah. There's not a few couple of like specks of dust. Shame about the manual, like I say again, because otherwise easily 60 quid. I reckon 55, 60 quid on Flea of the Bay. As it stands at maybe 45 odd, perhaps 45, 50-ish maybe, I don't know. I mean the box, the inserts, or few, one little dink there. If you see it just there, but yeah, what are you going to do? And that's the beauty of it, but CX is so shit, man. So fucking rubbish. It's unbelievable. Oh. From a local-ish shop. Oh, thank God for that. Managed to grab this. There is another title that I'm kind of looking at. That guy's got, it's a bit overpriced compared to even online. It's probably like double. And I've sent to him this morning. When I popped in, I just sort of said, look, I'm interested in that, but that is, you know, he said, look, I said to him, look, I wouldn't tell you bullshit, but do you go by Amazon? Because I thought he went by Amazon. He goes, well, sometimes eBay. I said, well, if that's not eBay, mate, that's double what its rate is. And I sort of mentioned to him about like doing a trade and getting some stuff in. He goes, well, bring it in, we'll sort, you know, see what we can work out. And I've built a bit of a rapport up with the guy there, so hopefully it's nothing spectacular. It's just be nice to have this particular game because it's there, and because like I say, I could fire in a load of the fodder. But one game we did have that I've been needing for ages. I knew I needed this one. I don't know why. I've never seen it before, but this is in fantastic condition anyway, so I'm kind of glad I waited. It's one of the early release titles. I think it's one of the first batch actually, and it's Alex Kidd in Enchanted Castle. Oh, Mega Drive. Nice to get a Mega Drive title again. So this I think this was bundled, wasn't it? In one of the Mega games or something like that. I'm pretty sure of it. But I mean, this is that, got everything in it. So he had quite a few Mega Drive titles in there. I'm guessing all must have come from the same person. All in great condition, but I had them all. Got them all. Not quite to the level of some people where it's only literally a handful of games, but you know, generally a lot of the more sort of common titles I've actually got now. But this was one I was missing. I wanted to see. I seen something on Facebook, which I thought was quite interesting. I thought that's quite a nice little collection to get. And the guy sort of said he's got all of the launch titles for the Mega Drive. And I looked through the list. I think there's 20. I think yeah, there was 20 games. He sort of said were launch titles. Again, I haven't checked it. I don't know if it's correct or accurate or anything like that. But I scanned through it, and I think there's probably only about two or three that I was missing. I thought that's quite a nice little sort of collection within a collection to have. You know, to sort of say I've got all the Mega Drive launch titles, and I can't remember what they were now. I wouldn't be able to remember all 20 of them. Alex Kidd was in Golden Axe, stuff like that. But which ones was I missing? It was a baseball game, Super League Baseball, I think it is. I've seen that before, like a blue guy, a blue baseball player swinging the bat on the cover. Can't think. There's only 2 or 3 I was missing. So, got them. Then the last thing from a charity shop, saw this on the shelf. I was straight over, fucking grabbed it. And on the front, I've took the stickers off now. There was a sticker that said checked, It was £1.50 and it said reserved for man. I thought, fuck that, got to pick that straight. I thought, no fucking way. So for £1.50 I grabbed me a copy of Zaxxon. So I know that Rich King Retros, he's got a few of it. I think he's got the whole set of these. I'm pretty sure this one I need. And I think there might only be one more that I'm missing. But yeah, unfortunately, as it is the case with some of these games, you get like, there's a few, there's a dink there, nothing, they're both snapped there. A couple of old deers, they fucking put tape on the edges as well, but I managed to get that off. It's only a bit on the bottom. Everything's in here. I'll just very quickly, not that anyone's particularly interested in it, but it's got all the bits, everything. There ain't much to it, but it even has, which I thought was quite a nice thing, the old sticker sheet. So these are all the stickers that you stick on everything, but just down there, what's Sega Enterprises, which I thought was quite a nice little touch. I thought, you know, that's definitely obviously staying in there. But yeah, ain't much to it really. I can't recall off the top of my head. There's Donkey Kong, there's Pac-Man, there's this. I think there's about five or six of them. But yeah, for £1.50, fucking all day long. That's it. There's no other pickups. So after last week, kind of spent out a bit. Got to watch the fundage for end of the month. For, you know, go to Revival for the day. Hence why I'm just looking to spin a few wheels in terms of trading with it, just that shop and stuff and CEX, because I am, said it before, I do run out of space. Put them there's titles in there, everything's just getting like squished and squashed, and it's like, do I really need to keep that? Am I going to play it? No. Mega Drive / N64 / SNES shelf in there is rammed. There's stuff laid flat on top of everything, a bit like you can sort of see with the PS1 titles here. Obviously, because of the depth of the thickness of the boxes there, it just fills up. So yeah, I mean, there's not a great deal else going on, guys, other than that. Obviously, you know, winter's drawing in now, so no more booters now. No more booters, but definitely we're going on to one tomorrow. I don't know if there'll be a couple through the winter. That remains to be seen. To be honest, I'm not, you know, it's kind of nice just to have a break, as weird as it sounds, because then you can get excited again for the next season. I think if I went to one every single week, all the way through winter as well, I don't think I'd enjoy as much as I do in the summer. But yeah, that's about it. Like I say, Revival ended the month, so what are we on now? 10th? No, not on the 10th, 5th, 6th, 7th, something like that. We've got 3 weeks or so. Maybe the odd video might pop up, might do something different. We'll just see what happens, see what goes on. But yeah, go over and check out the arcade club vid. It was a great weekend last week, and I really did enjoy that. And I would encourage anybody, if you're thinking about going and you're, I'm not sure about it, fucking go. It is a great day. It's a great day out. Say, even if you just go for the afternoon, or you go for like later in the evening and whatever, definitely get yourself down there. £10, you'd have 10 quid's worth of fun easily. This is freaked you out a bit, innit? Swapped it round. And a change of scenery. This is the shelf that I was talking about probably about 5 minutes ago. As you can see, they're kind of like double stacked. So yeah, I mentioned again a couple of minutes back, I had a bit of a sort out, just, you know, rejigging stuff. Like I say, like you can see, I'm severely short of space. I don't know if I could just angle you up a little bit. Yeah, look, you can see it's kind of like literally rammed. So, and then down there, you just see, where are we, here, that's all like DS stuff, and then below that level is more Mega Drive. Again, having to pile them on top, and, you know, SNES and all kinds of stuff. So There we go. And even on the end, just on the end here, you can see more Mega Drive. That's what I've just put on there now, which was stuff that was elsewhere because I couldn't fit it on. So off the back of a few minutes ago to me yesterday, sort of had a bit of a sort that tie up, you know, thinned out some of the DS games, got a big pile, did some more PS2, not very many. I'm back bang on now with the PS2 stuff, to be honest, in terms of what I want to keep at the minute. But yeah, waved all them into CEX today. I mentioned that anyway, I was going to do that. So there's 3 games I was looking at. I didn't buy the third one in the end. Because when you look at it, you think, oh, it's only this much, it's only that much. But when you add it all up, it ends up being quite a chunk of change. So I've got about, well, I did initially have 82 quid in store credit. They wouldn't take one of them. I had 2 of these. Because apparently they said all the discs has got a nick in the top. I was just like, whatever, fucking, you're full of shit, man. If you sold worse discs than that, and the disc came to take it out. So yeah, I mean, and I bought 2 items and then a manga DVD for the daughter, anime. So it was about 50 quid. The 2 titles that I did get, and I completely forgot about this. There were 2 or 3 copies. I had 3 copies, of 2 left. DuckTales Remastered, 10 quid. Fucking can't go wrong for 10 quid, can you? I did sort of jokingly say to her, I said, because obviously there's 3 copies, because you make sure you've got one with the manual, and like the manual is just, it's not even a manual. I think it's just some like precautions. Yeah, it's not even a manual. But yeah, that's as bad as complete as it gets, that and the disc. So I'm well happy to get that. I remember, what was it? Was it that never got a PAL release initially? And a lot of people were getting it from elsewhere because obviously the PS3's region free. I can't remember now. Someone will score me. Big E and E, what he'll know. The other one I grabbed, which I grabbed the second one to the week, which is when I seen this one there, I thought actually I'll be interested in that. This is what I was talking about again earlier in the video, in terms of, at least you can, as we know, the problem with CX is you can never tell the quality of what you're buying online. So this case in point with this one is because it's a cardboard sort of out of box, it's nice better eyeball it. It's not in bad nick. There's a little bits of dog earring, but nothing I can't live with. And it's the first of the Tales of Exilia. So this is the day 1 edition as well. You probably can't see it too well because there's big dirty stickers over it. Yeah, it's got the character book, it's got the music disc and all that kind of stuff. So I said that's 15 quid. So the other one I was looking at was like a compilation, and I'd seen 2 of the games separately. I've even forgot the name of it. Oh shoot! Forgot the name of what it's called. There's 3 of them. It's like Young Girl. It looks a little bit like Strawberry Shortcake. I can't think what they're called now. Gone. If I remember it, I'll put it here or I'll stick it in the description. But yeah, they had that. It was like a classic repack. It wasn't an essentials. It was like a repack. Well, that's gone really loud, isn't it? And that's 20 quid. So yeah, as soon as you start putting that in, you end up with 30 quid left, you know what I mean? And I thought, I want to keep some back just for a couple of cube titles, and hopefully I've secured one that I needed today, and another item, so we'll see if that turns up in one piece. Because yeah, that will, it's a wave bird basically, so fingers crossed that'll get delivered and it'll turn up. It won't be like, you know, so did I tell you I got a refund? I got a refund from the one that never appeared. Yeah, so if I get one more, I'll have 4 wave birds. That's more than enough for anybody. So I haven't got a great deal else to add. I'm just going to tag this on the end of the other one. But I thought I want to just get this out, get these couple of games there, bit of description, bit of an update on where I was at with bits and bobs. And as part of the sort of sorting out, it's amazing what you squirrel away. So these were, I don't know if you can see just here, So underneath my TV unit there's like a little bit of a gap. I've got a load of retro gaming magazines, so some of the old ones are up in storage in the garage, and sort of the current newer ones I've put there. I mean, I've unsubbed from it now anyway. But to the right of it, it's just like a black hole that I never go into, kind of thing. So I don't know, I'm pretty sure Dunk, Woolly Weeble collects these, I don't know if anybody else is into them. It's N-Gage stuff, and I must have got this from the boot probably about 2 years ago. I haven't got a Scoob. So there's like an N-Gage phone console. I think there's a problem with this, and I remember looking at it before. I think there's something where you have to short the battery at the back or something to reset it. I can't remember. So there's the Nokia, and I'm pretty sure I've got the charger for it as well. There's like a different charger that I've managed to source. And then obviously what everyone's really interested in, those that got it, is the games. So Sumper, Super Monkey Ball. This is probably going to be a sort of after one. Bomberman. I ain't got a clue on these. Sims Busting Out. Lurch Tennis. Rayman 3 and Sonic N. And all these are, for those that may not know, they're just like little, basically very akin to the Vita. They just look like SD cards, which I'm guessing that's all they probably are, just SD cards. Little tiny, look, focus, motherfucker. I want to focus. Just pick it up the screen, I think that's why, or my head. Yeah. They're all Nokia badged. So I'll just quickly double. I haven't even looked at these. Yeah, Rayman 3's all there. I know that Dunk had a collection of these. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. Yeah, Sims Busting Out's all there. Bomberman. I'm gonna just admit the artwork on that. That cover looks fucking brilliant. Very Japanese. And then Monkey Ball. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know. If not, I say I haven't even checked. So I might just, I suppose I could just file them on the fleet of bay and get some cash. Maybe, I don't know. I ain't got a clue what they're worth. Honestly, don't. Stuck on Road Rash from that Help CD that I've got. Yeah, the disc looked alright, but the PS2 seemed to struggle. I don't know, it might have just been one speck of dirt in the wrong place for the laser to not read it. It seems to be working now though, so. Got nothing more to add now. I just see a little bit of a loss about the Booter videos, but I'm sure I'll adapt. I'll do with the other bits. I don't have to do a collection type video. See, the thing is, I don't watch collection videos. I'm saying this to the lads at the weekend, and nothing against them, and nothing against gameplay vids, unless it's a particular game that I'm interested in. I don't tend to watch them. It's no slight on anybody. It's just not my thing. The only collection ones I do watch, it's obviously someone's got a full collection. So I, obviously avidly watched again Woolly Weeble Dunk's full GameCube collection, but I don't really watch people's like, this is my collection as it currently is. I don't know. Half the stuff you've seen in the pickup video anyway, if you've been avidly, too much avidly, if you've been consistently watching someone. So yeah, for me, I'm like, well, why would I make a video that I wouldn't probably even watch myself? And that's kind of where I'm at. I suppose I probably should, given that it's coming towards the end of the year, do a room tour just for my own sort of records as well, because a lot of people, I think when they think of room tours, I think it's for everybody else, but for me, I like it's kind of good to sort of see how the whole collection has kind of evolved over time, and where stuff's gone and not gone, and where things have been thinned back. So that might be an option, something different perhaps. Got Revival end of the month, so that'll be another sort of different type of video. YouTube, it's Tooty. I'm not sure where this video is going to slice it. It might be an addendum to the already patchwork pickup video that I've kind of done. Because look, it's this time of year. things slow down, you can hear the rain fucking hammering it down yet again. So the bit of the pickup stripe a little bit, it gets a little bit bitty. So what I tend to do is, you know, sometimes what I tend to do is just sort of sit on a few odds and sods and, you know, do a video once every 3 weeks or something like that. I kind of hadn't done that a little bit because I had enough to do a video, I thought, but then not quite enough, so I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I haven't got a clue. I am really here. This is Sphinx. And the Cursed Mummy. Great game this is. This is obviously duplicate. I've got some booter actually, I think. But a great game. I'm pretty sure Matt Soul from Retro Tommy worked on this game. And when he sort of said, I don't think he rated it very much, but mate, it's a fucking spouting game. Hear that weather. So what's new in Tootie Land? Not a great deal in terms of anything that I've managed to acquire in my physical hands. I have a lot in the pipe work, in the works, in the pipe, up your pipe, down the. I'm a bit dark here, aren't I? I don't know what's going on with all fucking weather. I think it's because it's focusing on that, because it's quite subdued. Not overly cold actually. Not from middle of November, it's not. I have noticed the old vids on the tubes I've got, yeah, they go a little bit, I think it goes a bit quiet, doesn't it? I don't know if I could put that light on, see if it makes any difference. Hang on. Ugh. I don't know, I don't think it's made a fucking jot of difference, to be honest. I think it's because it's focused on the TV and not me. Fucking me, look at me, I am the one. Yeah, so the tubes goes, it just always goes a little bit quieter over the, you know, when the sort of nights start drawing in and stuff. But I've got quite a lot of good stuff coming through, hopefully. Waiting on something from the big N to turn up. That should have been here yesterday. I was hoping it would be here today, so I could probably pop it in this video. Could still turn up. It's only just about half 2, something like that, I don't know, 2:30. So it still could turn up, probably not. My anything that tends to get delivered tends to live. Start this again, I think. Anything that tends to get delivered gets delivered early rather than later, on the whole. But I've got 2 things from CEX. I say 2, it's more like 1.5. So, do you remember the debacle I had with the Wavebird, where I just got an invoice slip? They did refer and mention that in the last vid, or this vid, it might be, it depends if it fits in. Fortuitously enough, there was another one, so I grabbed it. It looks like the same as the others, but I don't know if I can show you this. There you go, look, you can see four Wavebirds plugged into the cube. So yeah, that's enough. 4 is more than enough. This one's a little bit grubby-ish, just aesthetically. Contacts are fine. The battery ports, wonderful. So yeah, we scrub up that, come out really good. A lot of them tend to have the sort of scuffing on the feet when they're sort of rested. I've got one that's a little bit worn, but I'm pretty sure I might have 1 or 2 of these in the garage that I got from the booter that didn't have the receivers. So the one that I have got that is scuffed could be swapped out. But yeah, 4 birds. Hey, who wouldn't want 4 birds? I'd be happy. Most of them would be happy with 1 bird. Not wives though. You want fucking 4 wives? Fucking 1's enough for them. And then one of the, well, half or something. Typical CX. This is just CX fucking all over. Honestly, pissing me right off. I managed to get this. Great price. Fucking rare as hen's teeth, or as I would say, shark's eyelashes. Rocking horse poo and all that kind of stuff. Batman Dark tomorrow on Cube. As you can see, £4. Fuck, great. I mean, open it up. oh, that's a bit light, missing the manual. Okay, I can live with that. Bottom's a bit scuffed. Again, not great, but I can live with it. Open the fucker up, there's absolutely nothing in it. So I'm like, for fuck's sake. Replied back to the notification email, so I said, look, hasn't turned up, clearly some Egypt, some fucking work experience knobhead or one of them goths that you got working there. I just forgot to put, I'm hoping the disc and manual, so I just said disc and manual. Please contact the shop, just get them to send it separately, you know, job done. Because clearly it's still going to be on the shelf, because there are none of these in stock across anywhere, so they can't, it's not like they're going to go, ooh, we can't send it from that, there isn't none. There must be only where this come from, this shop, they still have said disc and manual, I'm hoping, unless they're that thick, they've actually took in an empty box, which is probably not beyond the realms of possibility. I'd like to think not. So I sent them that email, and then nothing happened. I was like, it takes some days to get back to you, so I thought, no, I'll chase it again. So I resent the sent email saying, can I have an update on this? They then sent me like an automated response time to go fill out the website. So fuck it, I fill out the website, I don't give a shit. I'm still waiting for an answer. I want the game. I think that takes me down to 21 Q titles, and a fair chunk of them now are the Euro ones, like French exclusives, and yeah, I think there's one or two that are, there's a few that are just French, and there's a few that are like French and Portuguese and stuff. Anyway, the European exclusive one, like Kokoto, I've mentioned these tons of times before. There's still one or two sort of UK ones that on paper aren't very expensive, but they just don't, they're not on eBay, they don't appear on eBay. And obviously I'm still very sort of reluctant to spend cash when I've got CEX credit. So anyway, that's the story of that, and £4 is a fucking great buy now. I missed out on this one before from there. So yeah, so as you can see, look, you have these different covers, so I don't know if you see that ADESI sign. Well, I think that denotes that it's both English and Spanish, look. So, Angleterre, I don't know, big French one. So yeah, a lot of the UK, I think these are called UKVs, aren't they, or something? UKV PAL or something. Hang on, let's just take that, because they always do this. No, there's nothing underneath them. It doesn't state it anywhere. No, it doesn't state it anywhere. Anyway, I have no manual, so I can't even show you it on the manual. But as like so, you can see, it looks. I don't know a great deal about it, so I don't know what sort of game it is. I'm guessing it looks like it's a side scroller, but fast-paced action adventure. Okay, maybe it's not there. Maybe some more stuff. Anyway, look, it looks all right from what I can gather. And it's that kind of the Dark Knight-y type styling. I'm just trying to find a date. 2003. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, Batman Dark Tomorrow. That's it. That's it. We're done. I've got a little update in terms of sort of general CEX. I talked about the clear out, which you probably will see either on the other video or earlier in this video. So I'm just kind of like adjusting things a little bit. Sorting through, you know, trimming the fat, for want of a better word, because again, I keep reiterating it, space at a premium. So I went through, and I mentioned before, I did sort of went through DS sort of titles, and it was just, there wasn't any, you know, I've still got all the sort of Pokemons and the Marios and all that kind of good stuff. But what I did do is I managed to get into the garage, and in these container drawers here that I've got storage in, and I just sorted through a lot of the controllers and all that kind of stuff. So I managed, and basic story is I took in 8 PS2 controllers and 8 GameCube controllers, and I got a fair old chunk of change in terms of trading. So your Cube controllers are 13 quid and the PS2s are 6 quid. I think they might swindle me on one of the PS2 controllers. No. But to be fair, do you know what? They didn't even test them. One of the I told you before, again, whichever video it comes in. The one close to me, they're just fucking up. We need to test them. And he comes back, no, and it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. This is the one I went to in the biggest city. All they do is go, get a controller, test the buttons, move them about a bit, shake it, does it shake? Is the wire got any nicks or whatever in it? And that's it. So, from 8, I took in 11 PS2 controls. I think it's 12, but she reckons it's only 11. And they give me 3 back saying we can't take them because one of the buttons was sticky. Fine. And they didn't, so for all I know, all 8 of them could not have worked. So I just got them out of the garage. So they're from like the car boot. Basically the sets that, you know, when I was picking up PS2s, when I was moving just the consoles on to my mate, well, my mate, the guy that I know, and I was just keeping the controllers, so, you know, I don't know if they fucking work. And the Cube ones, Cube controllers tend to be a little bit more resilient, I reckon. And they get 8 Cube controls, which sounds a lot. I've still got loads in there. Well, I've got enough. So I've got 4 Wavebirds. Ugh. And I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, silver, kept the silver, 5, out. I kept this one because I had this one, I bought this when I first had my first Cube as a secondary controller. I think it's quite nice. It's a Logic 3 one, but it is quite a nice spicy orange colour. Spice orange from Matt, Solfunk Retro. So I've still got another, that's a 2-tone jobby, kept that bad boy. And that's it. Oh no, I've got another one here. So yeah, I mean, I waited 8 in, I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've still got 9 controllers. So, I mean, that's more than enough for anybody, isn't it, you know? And I've still kept a shed load of PS2 controllers as well, like the better quality ones. So, got 2 pink, I'm going to get all them out. So, yes, my hoarding, some people might say, you're an addict, you're a hoarder. But look, like I said, I can't remember which video it is. I've sat on them for it could be a year or 2, I don't know. But it's paid dividends, you know, because I've fucking waded them in and got a nice old wedge of trade money, and that trade money's always been spent. Because that's what I was very insistent that I wasn't just gonna. I don't know you'd be frittered away, but do you know what I mean? You think, right, that's a chunk of money. I tell you, it was 160 quid because I took in some sort of third party. I don't know what they're called now. Not Mad Cats, but that kind of style of PS2 controllers. I took in the other Battlefront game. They just went, put it in the pile. I told you, didn't I? With it one, the store I went to before, start analysing it. They did too much, man. But this one just went, yeah, fuck it, 4 quid, bam, bam, bam. I think it come out about 160 quid, give or take. So I mean, I could have easily. I think I've still currently got other credit from the DS stuff. I mean, I could have bought PS4 quite easily. No, I don't suppose. I didn't do that. Although Fallout 4 does look good, although I am getting a little bit sick of everything, my Facebook feed being full of Fallout 4 stuff. But I sort of thought to myself, right, I'm not going to sort of fritter it away on, not, again, that's probably the wrong word, but I wanted something substantial, if that makes sense, you know, to sort of say, because I'm not, although I'm not, I already have got, but it's going to take me a while to build up 8 more GameCube controllers, let's be honest. So, you know, it's kind of a case of, right, let's make it worth the while, let's have something substantial to show for it. So essentially I bought 3 games, but I mean really it's only 2 games, all that money. So I'm hoping beyond fucking hope that CX don't cock up these items and they come properly packaged and they're recorded or whatever, because I can't be doing with, if they're not right they're going fucking back, I'll tell you that much. I'm not pissing about. So they're on the way. The thing from Nintendo's should be on its way, it should be imminent. I don't think there's anything else to add. Oh, we got Revival. What day are we on? We're on the 14th. So I think for 2 weeks time. Yeah, 2 weeks today, 28th. Going to Wolverhampton. The mini Revival. It's all sold out. You can't. I don't even think they're going to allow you to pay the door. I think this is more of a. They called it Winter Warmer Mini Revival. I think it's a test of water in terms of its popularity. Because again, I think I might have mentioned this in one of the other videos. At the, I was going to say the height of the retro events, although they're kind of evolving a little bit. But at a given point, probably 3 years ago or 4 years ago, Revival was like the poor man's Play Expo. That was, I think, that was the general consensus. But it was from the sort of people I interacted with and stuff like that. Although Revival was always a good event. I'm not knocking it. But I think what it's done is stayed true to its roots. As I've mentioned before, Play's kind of going down a route that it's not really for me. So I think for the people that have organised this mini Revival, it's kind of like, well, let's see how this goes. If this is a success, which it clearly hasn't because it's sold out, then hopefully they're going to go full pout next year. So it's good that I think it's sold out, bizarrely, because I think it does prove that there's an appetite for that type of event, which we clearly know there is. But that needs to be demonstrated, and hopefully the organisers there may, look at what Play has done, and now they've completely fucked it up in terms of a retro community, and gone, you know what, we can do it better. We'll stay truer. We won't be extortionate and take the piss with pitch stands and stuff like that. We're not going to get people in there that's going to sell fucking swords, and no disrespect, Funko Pops. They're nice addendums to the event, but when it gets dominated by that kind of shit, it's like, it ain't my bag. So that's a Comic Con. So we'll see. I haven't been to a Revival before. I don't know what to expect. So I might, keep an open mind. I know it's obviously going to be a smaller event. It's going to be, less stuff there, but hopefully it might be, still a good day out. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we've got 2 weeks till then. I've got them bits coming from CX, I've got the thing coming from Nintendo, so I might do a video on that. Obviously I won't keep reiterating Revival too much, maybe mention it in a week's time or something, what we're talking about, because that will be when it's on. I don't know. I'm losing the will to live. But yeah, that is it. We're done. YouTube of the month, get voting. What else was there? I think that was it. Take it easy, YouTube. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.